Okay, that should be fine. So hello, this is my channel. My name is Roken. As you can see, I make quite a lot of reviews from games and let's plays, mostly in my native language, which is Polish. And recently, I've started to create tutorials for something I do semi-professionally at the moment. Well, which is 3D. I'm actually educated in it, but in general, I moved more now to print preparation and more classical graphics, but well, my background is from 3D, and this is what I do. I still love to do, and I try to do as much as I can in free time. So this is going to be my first tutorial I ever created in English. English is my second language, so please bear with me. I might have some hiccups on the way, so I hope you can understand me well. Just leave the feedback in the comments if you think I should maybe talk a little bit slower, or maybe should talk a little bit simpler. I don't know, just give me a shout. For today, the first tutorial, I've decided to pick something quick and easy and fun. So we will create a low poly model from concept art. This is the one I found somewhere in on DeviantArt.com. As you can see, this is the author of the graphics. I decided to put his credentials because obviously it's the copyright thing, the right thing to do as a copyright. At least give the artist a credit, and to be honest, I do this quite often as sort of a practice runs. So I just pick up some creatures on DeviantArt or other websites like this and try to create them in 3D, considering just work from the concept. This low poly I think is very good. Very good to start with for a beginner, or if you want to just do your first project like this, especially because it's quick, but also it's very good to practice topology on a very simple model, which is good for starts. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use a technique I like to use. Of course, we could pretty much go almost straight away into a typical hard surface modeling, but I like to do it with Polypen, which is one of the tools from Cinema used to create polygons, and I like to do it flat and then just create a topology. Pretty much, you know, just fill it. I think that's the right way to describe the approach. Just on a side note, I have a small child and it's late in the evening, so you know, he's sleeping, but I have the electronic nanny on me, so if I hear some kind of screams or crying, I might have to just go away from keyboard for a couple of minutes. So if I have some kind of breaks in recording, just please bear with me again. It's something I just can't do. So as you can see, I'm just creating the basic shapes. I'm gonna do, because I want to rig it later on and prepare it for animation, I want to keep the quad geometry on it, so just keep it, you know, no triangles, just quads. So quads, you know, it's like 4 corners, 4 points on the model. And yes, because if you want to make any kind of animation, it's much easier, and actually it's pretty much recommended to do it with quads, especially for rigging and binding the skin to the rig. So as you can see, I will have to do some changes in the geometry, just go away from the concept, but you know, it's a concept, as the name says. It's something that just creates the mood, or is just the beginning for the idea, but we don't have to stick to concept, you know, like very strictly. We can always do some changes, and it's always an artist's interpretation in the end. As an artist, you have a right to, you know, do your own thing, and there is nothing wrong with it. I can bet that if you sit at least few different 3D artists, each one of them would make the model look a little bit different, and that's the beauty of the whole concept and the whole thing. So yeah, we're gonna go with the nose. The Polygon Tool is pretty much a pretty awesome, powerful tool. It just requires, I'm just gonna create the first part, like from to this point, and then switch to the perspective mode and start to do the topology. It looks awesome now because, you know, it's actually following the model. As you can see, there's a triangle here, and then we'll have to, you know, just get rid of it in the geometry of the model. But also I think I will have to move this line. Well, we'll see. That's just a straight concept at the moment, so, you know, I might change a few things later on, do some extrudes and so on, once I start to do the topology and actually turn it into a three-dimensional model. Actually, I could, you know what, I could go with the triangle now, just for now, and then I can always fix it later on. It's just geometry, it's not very complicated. I can turn it into quad, like lead another line here, just do the cuts. Actually, I could do it now, just like that. Bang, 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 and it's done. Just get rid of this edge here, pretty much. Yeah, and just close it with a bridge tool, and that's it. And as you can see, now I have the quad geometry everywhere, and it's okay. Polygon pen again. Yeah, point mode. I really like this tool. I don't use it very often, especially that lately I have moved on to Zbrush, and this is something that I'm working on to master pretty much, which of course is impossible to master because every time you do something, you just go online and see people who do just things 10 times better. But, you know, in general, the idea is the whole concept is to just master it at some point, at some day. We'll see. Okay, so now we should, you know, turn it into something that looks more like the deer we have in mind. So create a topology. Let's go first with this line. That's the one here, right? Oh, actually we should go first with this one, because this one should be, you know, like the most in the outside. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, just move. And as you can see, it starts to turn. Now we're gonna push this inside. Oh, and I'm just gonna use symmetry almost straight away. It's not necessary to use it from the start, but the thing is that it gives us better idea of the shape of the whole how it's gonna look like once we're done, and it just gives us the better feeling of the three-dimensional shape. That's why I like to use it with the symmetry mode, so I can straight away, you know, just get the shape better. I think get the feeling of the whole model. Yes, and now this line is definitely not gonna be the, well, it should be actually the top one, I guess. Let's set it to 0. Let's see. Yeah, this one should be the top one. So the head should be like this. So then we will have to do some changes in here. Yeah, pretty much like this. Actually, we could grab this point. No, not from this view. From this view only. Why is it? Okay, let's go to the better. Yeah, the nose is still a little bit too wide. It's for my taste, at least. Yeah, well, we can pretty much change it. Yes, and it starts, as you can see, slowly to take some sort of shape. There's actually I could run the application. Yeah, this is something I'm gonna show you in later. That's the color breakdown for the texture. Something I did to just colorize the whole model. I did the model before, but it's just I'm gonna do it from scratch for the purpose of the tutorial. So yeah, I've just run the application that shows keyboard shortcuts I use. I think it's quite useful. The application is not perfect. If you know a good application actually that can do that, I would be very grateful, because the one I have is something I found. Some old application I found a while ago, and it's not perfect. It shows most of the shortcuts I use, but not all of them, unfortunately. Okay, so we got the shape. It's gonna take a little bit more work for sure, but yeah, we're getting somewhere. Let's see this part here. Is it really necessary to actually create this? No, I think it's okay like this. It's fine. It really is. I could just grab those lines. Alt D I use to get rid of the pivot indicator, and then Alt D again to show it. Yes, something like this. Okay. So now this part. I want to make it a little bit rounder, like the proper neck. Okay, let's go. Let's continue with the shape. The whole point is just to create a general shape, and after that I just go full yeah, that's not quad. Wait up, keep forgetting about it. It's very easy to just forget about the idea of the quads and just follow those shapes, especially that those shapes are very polygon like from scratch. I can see my child, but I hope he's just moving. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, I think he's crying. Yeah. He's very small. He's like, well, not that small, but he's 9 months, so it's pretty fresh thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll be back in a second. I just have to give him something. I'm back, sorry. Yeah, sometimes it just requires to just comfort him for a while, and it's fine. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna continue with the shapes for a while longer. Yeah, like this. And once I've got the general shape, as I said, I'm just gonna finish it on my own without following the concept. Yes, so there's gonna be another quad. I'm not gonna create, or maybe actually I will. We'll see. Because these are legs. They should have some kind of thickness, but yeah. The cool thing about this tool is that once we have some shapes, it's 1 or 2 clicks pretty much to close the entire shape. It's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna create a leg here. as you can see, I have to build it from few shapes. Unfortunately, it's impossible. I'm gonna create a shape here to create this kind of knee. And yeah, another cut I think in here, like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this, to actually yeah, get this shape here correctly. The thing is, I like this concept a lot. It's really well made, and because of that I want to recreate the shape as much as I can. I'm just gonna create one leg because I'm in a symmetry mode, so as you can see the other leg is already there, and since I'm gonna animate it, I don't need the other leg at the moment. Okay, so now we will have to go for a quad in here. We're gonna build a leg from here, like this, and that's not a quad. Yeah, that's the quad. That's the quad. And yes, we will have to continue this shape around here, which is quite unfortunate, but maybe I'll be able, yeah. The only thing is that it's not a loop done, but it's okay because the loop should be here, and this part should loop around the leg. So I think it's okay. It's just for now. If there are some errors in the geometry, it's really easy to fix them later on, especially on a simple model like this one. Well, nah, I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. So this geometry can be fixed later on once we get to the proper modeling. This part should be quad too. Let's leave it like this for now. I'll fix it later on again. Actually, wait. I could fix it like this. Just create a shape here, and yeah, just like it's just like that from the top point. No, because now it should be quite like this, not like this. So let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now let's do it from this one. Yeah, that's the proper way to do it. So just to keep it pretty much the same shape. And now actually I could just move it a little bit up like this. Yeah, and keep the same idea for the hoof, like the one on the front. Yep, and that's it. Okay, so now let's go for the topology, because there's gonna be quite a lot of work in here to actually achieve it. Yeah, like this point first, we have to push inside for the start. Okay, next is this part. Pretty much, yeah, we have this to push inside a little bit to the front. This is where the shape's gonna a little bit change compared to the concept, because the topology is the king as always, and we have to stick to it for the most part. Yeah, so as you can see now, we should start to push those lines out, like the ribs here, pretty much. Yeah, it's actually better to grab the whole like the whole entire line, as you can see, and just push it out like this. Then just go to the point mode, and if it's if it's required, just push 1 or 2 points inside back to recreate the shape. Yeah, we will have to use quads in here too. It's just bad. Let's just cut it like this. Get rid of this line here. Edge, actually, yeah. And let's create with the polygon pan quad here. Yep, this is how the shape should work exactly. And now this is the loop that is going inside. So yeah, we're gonna use this edge to just extrude it inside for the start. This point. I'm gonna think about it in a second. First I want to create the shape. So now the back. It's actually a good idea to get rid of the pivots, because it's very easy to just move something you don't want to move. Okay, let's just move it inside. Yeah. Let's actually try to zero it like this. Yeah. It starts slowly to look like a low poly deer, I guess. Now actually this line here was a good idea, because as you can see I can create some kind of extrude that simulates the shape of the leg. Yep. And actually no, it's not, because I want to first, well, we see, I had to create the shape first and build it. It's just something for a second. First I'm gonna take care of the stomach, cause yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. We can choose both of those points, just zero them out. Yeah, now do the same in here. Pretty much, yep. Again, pick all of those points, scale them with 0. Yeah. Well, this is pretty much our stomach. Okay, let's do this part now. Yep. Zero this out. Yeah. So now once we move this to 0, it will connect. Once we zero this one out and move it to 0, it will close the shape again. Yep. And now we can use just the vertices in here left to actually do the extrusions if we need them. So if you want to build a more round shape, but for now I'm just gonna keep it like this. Let's do the same thing in here. So whoops, sorry. Yeah, the perspective, I hate it sometimes. Zero it out. Yeah. So okay, so once, as you can see, we have this part closed. Now it's time for the legs. Let's extrude both of them. I know that in general the leg, the back legs, so yeah, are a little bit thicker than the right, but I want to just just have the same extrusion pretty much. And then once I get this basic extrusion, I will go to the front and just start to shape them, just give them like the more meat in here, so the muscles, and then just just build this kind of the shape the way it should look like actually. But first I will use Stitchens 2. But wait, did it work? No, it did not. Okay, so bridge. bridge it. There is some kind of mistake or error in here. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, that's another thing I had about viewport in Cinema. If we select too many, yeah, okay, I get it. I forgot about one point. Well, this is where Polygon Tool pen is handy. We can just do it like this, and now I think we have some kind of issue with geometry. Yeah, pretty much. It's not supposed to extrude. Okay, so we're gonna do it the other way around. We're just gonna weld it like this. Yeah, and now we don't have quads. Okay, I get it. Well, I think actually we can keep it like this. It's not a big deal. The bigger issues in here, actually. Well, I could use different. Okay, let's undo this again. If I want to create a quad geometry in here, yeah, the issue is that this is my mistake actually. What I have done in here is created this quad, but forgot that I want to do the extrusions. I could actually close it just like that. So use the bridge here and use the bridge here. Yeah, and then just use bridge tool in here and in here, and just do the cuts like they're done in here. So pretty much just switch to this tool, do the cut here, and now just get rid of this line and close the polygon with bridge like so, and now get rid of this edge and do it exactly the same thing in here, and then just close it at the bottom. Yeah, so I got the shape and it's a quad in theory. Yeah, we can keep it like this. Okay, let's take care of the front leg now. I think there's the same issue in there. It's even worse in here because of the extra geometry, but yeah, it's doable. I'm gonna use a polygon pen in here to just make our life a little bit easier. Oh, the polygon pen is trying to, just grab some kind of surface. So what I have to do is just click it like this. Now select. Oh my god. Yeah, just select all those 3 points and use scale like this. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna do it differently. Just gonna do it like this. Yeah, it's easier and faster like this. And now let's just take a look at it from this side. So yeah, to the top and to this side, and now just use the scale tool to actually just zero them out like this, and it's fine. Okay, now we can get back to bridging. It should work easily. And again in here. Yeah, but I can do it like this. Just do the do it like this, and then just do the cut, and that's it. It's faster. Okay. Yeah, it's still faster even with the welding. Yeah, just do it in the middle. I'm not really worried a lot about the geometry in here. As you can see, there are some differences. I want to make it symmetrical, but as you can see, this it's not that important, because you know it's very simple model, and once it's done, yeah, it's just done. Okay, so now I can pick those points and zero them like this. So we got this stomach part closed. Yep, and we keep it quad to make it perfect. Now this is the place where we have some kind of issue. As you can see, there is a point here, and this point has no connection to geometry. To avoid this and to fix it, I should do the cut along this line to this point, yeah, and just create the connection between all those points like this, yeah. So now let's just see if Cinema was smart enough. No, it was not, unfortunately. Sometimes it's not. Let's just use weld in here. I'm afraid this might be a case, yeah, on the other side too. Weld. Okay, and now, yeah, now it's one geometry. Oh, this point, yeah, it's fine. Oh, but it's the same issue here too. Okay, yeah, now it's snapped. Actually, this line is cool because we could actually build the stomach shape a little bit more, like push this. Okay, push this to the bottom. Let me just again do the weld in here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, like this. So push it to the bottom, push this part like the halfway, and yeah, just get this nice shape in here, something like this. So it's a little, seems like a little bit more round in a low poly world. And do the same in here, just push it a little bit. Oh yeah. Well, actually, if I optimize the model, yeah, then it snaps too. It's the other way. You can also use U and O command, and then it optimizes the model, so all the vertices that are not connected and so on, but are in a very close proximity to each other, Cinema will connect and fix the geometry for you. It's quick. I just wonder if I think I would like to keep do one more loop in here and actually extrude this part of the back. Yeah, so like do the extrusion here along this line all the way to the top. It's a single line, yeah, right, okay. So okay, without this part, just extrude this. Control, yeah, and set it to 0. Yep. Okay, let's see how it looks like. So yeah, and now even move it. Well, yeah, this part. Wait, we're gonna do it the correct way. So this part of the geometry we push up, and this part of the geometry we push to the side like this. Yeah. Yeah, like this. Why is it on -10? It should be on 0. Yeah. Okay, let's see those points. This one should be on 0. Yeah, there's some kind of mess in here. This one should be on 0, 0, 0. Okay, let's fix those points. Well, this is the other thing cool about symmetry. Mistakes like this are easy to catch straight away. Okay, so there is some kind of issue again in here. Oh yeah, because it's -5. It should be 0. And again in here. Yep. I'm using mouse in quite high sensitivity mode because it's a large screen, right? It's 4K almost, so you know I need more sensitivity on the mouse to do the moves faster. Okay, we can zero this point too, I think, and actually push it. Well, this is, as you can see now, we're breaking from the concept, but you know we have to create this shape, and it can't be flat because the model will be boring like this. So yes, this is how I'm just shaping it out, the back of the head, the skull a little bit, and the ears will be somewhere in here. But that's the other part of the model we create later on. For now, oh yeah, there's one more point in here. Okay, yeah, it looks quite okay, I guess. Well, now we have to create a tail in here. That's the other part, but that's in a second. First, let's complete this part of the geometry. So we can push it all the way up and here. And actually, let's see. It should go like, yeah, pretty much like here to this part. This is where it should stick to, somewhere like around here, and this is where we want to build the shape. The problem is, as you can see, it's getting, there already is a triangle here, but we'll see. Okay, so let's use the Polygon Tool, switch to the point mode, the vertices mode if you prefer, like this. Okay, close it, optimize the model, and yes, this is where we get the triangle straight away. But we can actually create a cut here like this, and we got this vert. Now if we move it, you see we got a quad, and it's fine. Sure, I could move it a little bit to the front. Yeah. And yes, now there is one more thing, because I'm gonna anyway create a tail in here. You know, it's gonna be a little bit different than the one is here. It's just gonna be some kind of triangle. But because of that, I can do it. Actually, I can do this cut exactly following the line and cutting it in half for a better geometry. Yeah, so like this. Do the edge cut. It's gonna do the edge cut here, 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 here. I want to do it all the way around the leg to this point. And actually I should follow this quad here. But okay, yeah, and maybe here actually, so it's just gonna do the cut. Let's see. Do not create angles, we want polygons. Apply. Yeah, it did the cut. And okay, let's get rid of this one. Edge cut. Apply. Okay. Yeah. We're just gonna that's in a second. Let's get rid of this point. And we will just grab this vert and grab this vert and weld them together. So yeah. And now do the edge cut again, but only for this too. Back, edge cut, apply. Yeah, and now we will use bridge in in here to just, you know, close this as a quad geometry. Perfect. So now it's a loop. Yeah, it's just going nicely along whole this leg, and now I can build the shape of it. Simple like as that. Just extrude it to the outside, and now if I need to fix some points like the one at the bottom that just looks bad, I just select this point and push it back. So yeah, I got this kind of, you know, a shape like a leg. This one should go a little bit more inside too. This one on the other hand, I think I could extrude a little bit more. Yeah, just make it a little bit more beefy, you know, like the powerful muscle for this leg. Let's see on the front how it looks like. Yeah, it's the shape is, it's getting there like this. Yes, yes, it looks good. Okay, let's do the same thing in here. This one is gonna be much more difficult actually, because, you know, there is no cut like this. I just wanted the line for the knee. Let's see from the side view how it looks like. Actually, I could just get the ground shading for a second in here. Okay. View, camera, back. So okay, yeah, I can see this one in here, how it looks like. It's not perfect actually, I was expecting it to be a little bit more, you know. Yeah, but I could push this one a little bit inside too, and this one also. So, you know, I got this kind of muscle here, at least represented a little bit, as for, you know, the options I get with the low poly. Okay, and now if I would like to do the cut for this part, let's use the loop tool for this cut. Yeah, so, you know, okay, I have, before I do this, I have to close this leg here too. So again, we're just doing the, you know, the close up. Just close it and we will fix it now. So the first cut is the deepest. Yeah, there's a song like that, if I remember correctly. Yep, and now we can close it like this, switch to this edge and repeat. Okay, let's just take an angle to make sure we do it like we should. Okay, and now we can do the loop cut, and let's make sure it's actually 50%, so in the middle. Yep, great. So now let's switch to vertex points again. There's a trick also. Let's select this loop. So if I have, for example, this loop selected and I click Ctrl and switch to vertices mode, all these verts on this loop are selected straight away. It's a very handy thing to use. Okay, allows, you know, just to get rid of allows for a quick selection of some points if you need it. I think it's a good trick. Okay, something I didn't want to happen, but yeah, but in general, yeah, it's a I guess it's some sort of a tip. I hope you can use it. Okay, let's see. Now I want to build this part of the leg, this shape here. It's the front legs are a little bit weaker, I guess, or should be, at least. It's a runner, right? It's a fast runner, but the main strength comes from the other pair of the legs. About these legs, I like to think like, you know, some kind of steering wheels. So they give the direction, they give the full power to run. Okay, yeah, and this is also what we want to build this shape a little bit on the inside too, and we will do the same in a second for the other pair of legs. Okay, let's move it for now, just a little bit inside. Yeah, and this one too, like this. I guess it looks quite okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, well, you know, then you can start to do more loops and divides and cuts and start to shape them more. But hey, this is low poly. We could go from shape like this. We could, I guess, smooth it, subdivide, and actually achieve quite nice shape of a weird-looking deer with a funny neck. But you know, in this case, we will stick to low poly. Okay, let's look at the front camera front. I'm just switching the angle again. Okay, let's go up. I'll switch to this view. You can change those views with the numbers. It's 1, 2, I mean F1, F2, F3, and F4. Well, if you like, I like just to, you know, use the middle mouse and just switch in between them. But you know, if you're some kind of shortcut junkie, I guess you can actually use it like this. Okay, I try to remind myself, I try to remember actually how this part looks like. I can bet there is no angle like this in here. It's more like, you know, smooth transitions from the belly to the leg. So something like this, I assume. Maybe even it goes a little back. No, definitely not. And let's see this line here, this point here actually. I know that nature, well, it's the nature of the model of low poly module is pretty much, it's a harsh shape, but nature hates shapes like this. In nature everything is smooth, not perfect of course. Well, perfection is but you know, not perfect in proportions and shape, but very close to. Okay, so as you can see, we get this kind of the butt shape here, closing. Let's try, you know, to shape it a little bit. Okay, there's a triangle here. We will fix it, because I hate triangles and we don't need them. So let's do the cut here. Okay, and let's get rid of this edge. Oh wait, before I do this, I will run the rest of the geometry first. So, you know, I can, because, you know, I could use the pen and just, you know, build it, but this point here I kinda need now, you know, just to extrude the rest. So I do the extrude and then I fix the point. It's not always good to remove some points straight away. Okay, and now I think if we switch to the global, which one is it? This one. 0 without. You can, if you hold shift, then you get the increments of 10% every single time. Let's do the same thing in here. So you see, I start to drag it and I press shift and it goes increments of 10. I think somewhere in option you can change it to 1% or so, or maybe if there is another shortcut like shift and alt or something like this gives the increments of 1. I don't remember, but for sure there is something like that if you need it. As you can see, we will lose a quad in here, but we will fix it with this line. We will run the quads here and create a loop in here, and the other one just close like this. I think should work. I hope. Okay, let's weld those two together for a good start. Then let's weld those two together because I think they're a continuation, yeah, of this line here, pretty much. And now we can bridge. So let's use a bridge tool in here. Bang. And now we have this stupid triangle in here that I will fix in a second. As you can see, it's quite easy to fix it actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we could do is just do the cuts like this. Cut in here and cut in here, so we got a quad, and cut in here. So we got another quad, and now just weld those 2 points like this. Select this point, select this point, and weld them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got the quads here, we got quad here, and actually I think I could also weld these 2 points and these 2 points, cause no, I'm returning to the point. Sorry for that. Well, everyone can do mistakes. That's a part of the process. Okay, so let's do it a little bit different then. Let's fix the geometry like this. Close this with a quad. So now we got these quads here. So I should, I guess, just run this loop from this side along the body. To where though? To the top of the head? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. I guess I have no choice. So we go here, we go here, 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 here. My fucking annoying neighbors that can't use door. I can hear them. They just can't close the door like a normal civilized person. They just have to hit it, smack it with the full speed, annoying everyone and waking up my child every fucking single time. I hate them. Anyway, okay, so we do the cut here. Yeah, now we'll have the loop on this side too. Well, I could get rid of this loop easily by just welding those points together like this. Yeah, so I don't have to run another loop down. I can just just weld these points together and just get rid of this one run. Yeah, and it's fine like this, and then I can use those points, just pick them up. There's another command in the mesh section. It's somewhere, yeah, it's slide, and I can just slide them right up, and I can just slide them a little bit up to regain the shape I had. Yeah, so okay, and now this part of the butt looks weird. Yeah, it's way too high, so I'm just gonna grab this point and just push it down like this. So yeah, maybe a little bit, just a little bit elevated, and I guess the whole butt could be a little bit less pointy, I guess, if we can call it like this. Yeah, so it's, yeah, it looks a little bit better now. This shape here, a little bit down. Yeah. Okay, so now the last thing we got, actually we have 2 things now to do. It's the tail and ears, and we're done pretty much. And yeah, oh, okay, the most important part, we have to close the skull. Yeah, but before we do that, I want to model ears. Actually, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this yet. I think I'm gonna model ears from this part. So I'm gonna just do the cut. Okay, this point I have to 0. That's necessary. These 2 points, just extra, just a little bit. Yeah. So this after all, it's it's neck. It should be a little bit muscular, I guess. At least a little bit. It holds the head. The head, looks very like smooth and agile, but nevertheless, okay, so let's close this polygon hole in here. Oh, right. Can't. So I have to do the bridge, and the bridge will be actually the close up, yep, like this. And it's not a quad, unfortunately, but that's okay. We can live with it, I guess. Let's see the shape on. Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna keep it like this. Okay, so now what I want to do is take a loop cut in here. So yeah. Oh, right, and I have to close the nose too. So yep, like this. And now, yes, now I want to do the loop cut around this part in 50% exactly. First of all, just grab this point. I know it's not in a reference again, this part in here, but I want just to push this nose forward a little bit, just, you know, like extending the line, just to make it a little bit, you know, like a tiny nose. Yeah, and this point has to be zeroed too. So yeah, like this, and just like this, a little bit. Okay, and now what I want to do with the ears, because the ears, as we can see on the reference, they start somewhere around here. So this is why I created this loop. So I can extrude, or actually not really extrude the ear, but just create it from the point in here. Or maybe actually extrude it. To do this, I will use cut tool again. Just do the cuts along this part. Yeah. I'm not really sure. It's gonna break the geometry entirely. So I'll have to be smarter about it. Well, I can use Polygon Tool and just grab it, start from this point on. It's a bit weird. No, I'm not gonna do it like this. It's wrong. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. I will use loops, more loops on this part. So I will create one here and one here. Just grab those points, because it's still quads right now. So yeah, and I'm just, oh wait, and I'm just gonna use stitch, I mean slide, you know, to just move this point, then move this point, you know, around, yeah, like this and like this. So now, as you can see, I have this shape in here, and yeah, and this part. So, and I will extrude the, oh yes, I know this one here too. So I will extrude this now up and build ear from this part, from these two quads. That's the low poly thing, I guess. This is how it should be done in low poly. I don't have much experience with low polygon, to be honest. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. Now, these 2 points I will actually weld. These 2 points I will weld too, and these 2 points I will weld too. So now we get something like this. There are triangles here, alright, I know, but these are fine, because now, as you can see, I can do, these are small triangles, and I can always just do the, you know, some kind of cut. Let's see if I can, no. Okay, so I can extrude it now, like this, use the scale tool. Yeah, this is pretty much all I need. Grab this point now, move it, oh wait, yeah, grab these 2 points here. Yep, and I'm building the shape right on. Okay, move this part here, so you know I got this line, but it looks weird, but if you look at the model, yeah, the ears are exactly where they should, and they are geometry actually. Yeah, everything is fine. The only part that I don't like, well, the only part that is wrong in here is the quads here that are missing, but actually I can do, you know, just at these points I do the cut along, let's say, this line here. Yeah, and these are quads now, and actually I can build some shape in here like this, or you know, like this, but these are quads now. Weird quads, of course, but they are quads after all, so they work like they should. Okay, let's get back to our ear. Yep, so yep, we got this point. Let's do the extrude. Yeah, like here. And now let's just finalize the shape. So, sorry for that. Yeah. So this one goes here. This one and this one, they merge in a weld in here. Oh wait, if I just by mistake, yes, I don't want to do that actually. I want to weld them one by one, but I want to keep the thickness of the ear because, you know, there is this kind of shape inside the inside of the ear. That's the kind of shape, and I want to recreate it. And for that, I will need the thickness of the ear. Okay, so I got this part, and now the very same thing I do with the bottom ones. So this one and this one weld together, and this one and this one weld together. Yeah, and we got the thickness and the shape of the ear, and all I have to do now is just grab those 2 points and push them like this. So yeah, we got the ear, and it looks cool actually. Maybe even deeper than, well, no, because as you can see, I start to, yeah, so something like this is okay. So we got the ears, and they are connected with the model. I'm not sure if it should be done like this for the rigging. That's the thing I'm not sure about, but I guess it should work. We'll see. Let's keep it like this for now, and let's create it. There's a mistake. No, it's okay. Okay, so now the very same thing I will do in here, though this part should be easier because I will just, you know, grab these 2 points, use again mesh, transform tool, and I will just, you know, slide it along this like this. The same here. So I just, you know, got this kind of shape in here. The tail is very, very thin when it comes to this part. Well, I'm almost there, I guess. Let's just move it like this, just for the purpose, you know, of just catching the shape in here. Yeah. So now we grab this, and actually we extrude it along this. Yeah, why not? Let's use scale tool. Yeah, that's fine. We can do the rest with just, you know, grabbing the points. Up, up. Sorry for that. Let's do it again. Up, up. Yep, so it's here. We push those 2 points. We push it like this. Yeah, and as you can see, it's ugly and fake, but we will fix it in a second. So first of all, I want to push this point like all the way in. Well, actually, it's not that simple. This point should be at 0. That's for start. Okay, and where's the? Yes. Okay, I can see now what's going on. So now I need this point and this point, and I have to push them outside. Yeah, like this. This point I want to push inside. This point, let's do it like this for now. Yeah. So this point is on the 0. This point, let's go thicker. And now I want to bring those 2 points as close to the bottom as possible. Pretty much, just, you know, Just keep the geometry right, and that's it. What's going on with this point? Why it behaves like that? Okay, and okay. Okay, I get it. So, thicker. This point, mesh. I should actually those transform tools. Just grab like this too. Slide along this line to this point. Even closer, I guess. Let's do it like this. Yeah. Okay. Now we have this point here. This one has to go 0, 2. So we zero it out like this. And actually, I think I'm gonna keep it like this. And once I merge the model, so I get rid of the symmetry, I will just work on it from there. Actually, you know what? Let's see. Maybe we can do it in symmetry mode. Why I can do the loop cut here? Oh yeah, okay. So I can do the loop cut. It tries to do a loop along the whole model, which is fine, I guess, but it's something. I will need a point in here. Yep. Because it's, oh, okay, I get it. That's my bad. This point was meant to be here, like this. Yeah. You see, and it is an issue because, well, it looks funny now. Funny enough, I guess. So from the side, it looks okay, right? But it needs a depth in here. It should be, you know, like it should have like insight, and to do so I will need to grab this point and push it inside. That's the first thing, but you know, it's breaking the geometry. It's just absolutely breaking it. And this is the, again, I have to do it like this too in here. So wait up, let's grab these 2 points again. Yeah, this point and this point, we grab them too, both, and we push them to the inside. And now up and here, and like this, and down, and now this point in here, and this point in here. Let's see what we got. Nah, it's not good. I wonder if, okay, and if I get rid of this point and this point, yeah, it's breaking the whole thing. Okay, let's get back to the start, the extrusion, or as close to it as possible. Yeah. Okay. So I think we have to do it differently, like this. Yeah, from the edge, and just do the extrusion with a control. Yeah, put it like this, and just put it like this, and now, yes, so now it's good. And now do the shape. So this part goes to 0. Yes, this is what it should be like. Okay, and now we should extrude this edge. Yeah, that's the correct way to do it. Extrude this edge, put it down, and yeah, this part, this one, we should weld with the point here, right? So like this and this, we weld them. Yep, and this one here we just put in place to build the shape. So like this and like this. And now we can think about the shape actually. So this part should be pointy, I guess. This part should be more on the outside, and I think I should do the cut here actually to just build this shape better. So like cut here and cut here. Yep, that's the cut. Yeah, and now actually I don't like it. I don't like this shape at all. I think I'm just gonna do it myself, and that's it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna do it like this. It's pointless. I don't like it, and if I don't like it, I don't want to do it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna grab this point here, slide it close to here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep the loop. Now I'm just gonna grab this point here. Yeah, do it like this, and because I don't want it to be flat, yeah, I'm just gonna do it like this. Yeah, and it's simple and it looks cool. Now these 2 points I'm just gonna weld on the top. Yes, now this is the proper deer tail. At least the one I like. I like this shape. It follows, you know, the pointy ears and the whole shape. The last part we got is just close this place here, and we're done. And as you can see, it went quite well and quite fast. Okay, so how to do this to do it good? For sure we can create a quad here. We just extrude this one, and I have to think how I want to extrude it to the inside. Yeah, like this. And now let's just see, this point here should go to this one, and we should weld them straight away. Yeah, it's, as you can see, there is a little bit of, you know, this kind of just doing the geometry on your own, but it's a good practice actually to, you know, just for hard surface modeling. It's a really good practice because there's a lot of, you know, just thinking about the geometry. Okay, we're gonna keep it like this. Let's see from the front, from the side view actually, where we're getting with it. Nah, it has to go deeper. This is the line we want to keep. Yeah, that's the line of the belly. So we have to stick to this line with this shape. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna grab this edge and just extrude it forward. And from this side, I will try to pretty much get it to this point. It's wrong, I know, I'm skipping a lot of geometry on the side, but that's fine, because I can just, you know, connect these 2 points, actually connect those points, and then start to figure out how to fix the rest, which is pretty much just doing the cuts along this edge. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Switch to point mode, grab these 2 points, weld them together like this, weld those 2 points together like so, and that's not weld, yep, like this. So I got this part right. Now I'm missing all this part in here, but it's simple enough. I just do the cuts along this side like one. First cut is in here, yeah, and I'm just gonna do it like this, bang, that's the first one, and then I'm just gonna do the other cut like this and do again, just weld those 2 together. And now you see this is the problematic part, because it's a triangle and we don't want it to be a triangle, we want it to be quad. Let's close it first though. Yeah, like this. And to be honest, all I have to do to make it quad is just do the cut here, and that's it. And now wait up, and now it's a quad. It's a weird quad, but it is. But it works. Okay, let's try to build the shape then. Go to here. Yeah. It's not... Well, it is quad, right? After all, so it's fine. But I think I'm trying just to... This should be a smooth shape, like, you know, going from this to this. So, you know, like some kind of... Yeah. So actually what I should do to just make it a smooth transition between those two parts is just fucking weld them. And that's it. Bang. Yep. And now we have this kind of a loop here that is lost. Yeah, but I can just continue this cut here. Where is it going? All the way up here. And yeah, it breaks. Oh, and it goes here, 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 through, and oh, and here. Yeah, and that's it. And it's cut. Yeah, okay, and now we just have to fix this part, this tiny part here. So we have to weld these two together, and that's it. The other thing is this star here. Oh, this geometry is wrong too. Oh yeah, and stitch. Weld these two together like this. Okay, and yeah, it looks good. So I could just, you know, just for the perfection, actually don't do it like this. Always slide. Just slide, so you know I got this angle and the distance remain, and that's it. The only thing that is bad now, actually this one should be cut in half to achieve, you know, this shape, but I think if I remove the funk tag, yeah, we're getting there. So now the only thing that is this point here. It has way too many connections. There are a few points like this, but okay, let's keep it like this. So you know, once I get rid of the funk tag and switch to the model and just unselect it, yeah, it looks quite okay. It has a little bit more geometry than the one on the reference, that's for sure, but it looks cool. I think it's a cool low poly. Oh, we can do one more thing. I know it's not a low polygon per se, I guess, but I just think why not just, you know, try to shape this nose. Oh wait, by the way, it's the point here that I want to zero. Go to 0, and this point here 0, and this point here 0. Okay, so we got the whole shape. Back and use T for the scale and just extrude it. Alright, but yeah, for that I have to connect the model. What I want to do is, you know, just extrude it to the inside a little bit to make the nose a little bit smaller, but you know, it's not necessary, to be honest. Okay, let's get rid of the symmetry. So I hit C and change it to geometry. I can change it to my deer. And call this deer low poly. Okay, and it's ready to move on. So we can do them, you know, start to texture it, or actually we can paint it to keep, you know, this idea of the coloring. I've extracted the colors, so you know, we can pretty much just do the selections on the polygon groups and achieve exactly this kind of look. And I think it might be quite cool, but this is something that I could I just think if I really need this loop here, it's just, yeah, well, the knees are cool. I like to keep it like this, even though it's a little bit of mess. It's too dense geometry for low poly in my taste, but okay, let's keep it like this. I guess it's cool. The one more thing we could do, and actually maybe it's not a bad idea at all, is to go to this polygon here. Do we have all selected? Yep. And move it, you know, so it's exactly shaped like the ear on the reference. Yeah, so like this. Yes, that's better. Okay, so yeah, I'm ignoring this part of fur in here, but I think it resembles the deer on the reference quite well. The only thing that might be also look better if we do it like this is the nose. I just wonder why not just grab those points in here, yeah, like this, and move them closer together, so like this, and maybe then this point a little bit to the, yeah, let's see, because now it's this part is too far out, I guess. Yeah, like this, and this point, like this, and this point, yeah, like this. And now the nose should look a little bit. Let's push this forward a little bit, and then now you can fix it forever. Why the line? Okay, and this they should have be on the 0. That's the other part. Yeah. Okay, this one on the 0, it's not. Put it on the 0, 0, 0. This should be, you know, straight. This is the line of the cat, and it should be, you know, straight, always straight. Okay, let's push it a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, like this. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'm pretty happy with the result. It's, if you want to see the next part, which is, you know, adding color, maybe doing some kind of scene around it and rendering it, or, you know, rigging it and doing the animation or some sort, just give me a shout and write a comment below. Once again, thanks to the original creator, so by Ninteris on deviantart.com, for creating the awesome concept that I used for this tutorial. So yeah, make sure you visit his profile, he has some cool artworks there. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the material, please like. If you're interested in more tutorials, please subscribe. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.